performance in an HC appliance. I'm your host, Keith Dobson, a Senior Principal Professional Services Engineer with Gigamon. Having purchased an HC appliance for their environment, Gigamon customers often ask for assistance with upgrading the GigaView OS running inside their appliance. The first question often asked is, where do I get the images needed to upgrade my HC appliance? Answer, the Gigamon community online. Customers must create a login within the Gigamon community using their email address and serial number of the HC appliance. Once registered and logged into the Gigamon community, navigate to the software and documentation page. You can get the software and documentation page by directly using the URL on this slide. For today's demonstration, we will be upgrading an HC1 appliance to 5705.16. The upgrade path taken today will be initially from 5402 to 56.02, and then upgrade to 5.7.05.16. When shipping new HC appliances, Gigamon usually ships them with the latest version of GigaView OS, but this is not always the case. Having navigated to the URL on the slide, we are on the software and documentation page. Here you will filter for 2 images and 2 MD5 hash text files associated with these images. Once the 4 slides are downloaded from the community site, we can now check the integrity of these 2 images we have to use for our upgrade. Using the file checksum integrity verifier version 2.05 for Windows 10, we can see that the checksum value dynamically calculated equals the value found in the text file. Therefore, the file's integrity has been verified. Now, knowing that the file has not been compromised nor corrupted in the download process, it can now be used for upgrading the HC1. Moving on to the demonstration portion of today's session, we now go out to www.gigamon.com. Go over to this icon next to the phone, click on it, and it will reveal Login for Community. Selecting Community will take us to this URL, https://community.gigamon.com/gigamoncp/s. We can then click the login on the far right there, entering our credentials, logging in. We can now go directly to download software and docs using the button in the middle down below. Clicking on download software and docs takes us to the software and release notes page. Notice I've already filtered by product, GigaView HC1 and release 5.6. Down here, I've highlighted GigaView HC1 software image version 5.6.02. Clicking on this hyperlink will initiate the download. I've already downloaded the images I need and the MD5 file. Notice the MD5 file for checksum comparison is down here. I have downloaded both the image and the MD5 file into my downloads folder. Typing the image.md5 file for 5.6.02, notice I get my first, or see the first hash value for the file. Dynamically creating the hash using the file checksum integrity verifier version 2.05, notice that the values are the same. This indicates that no corruption occurred during the download. We have a good download and image for our upgrade. Now checking the second download for version 5705.16, typing the MD5 file, we see that we have the contents of the file displayed above. Using fciv.exe against the image, we dynamically check the file sum integrity once again for 5705.16. As you can see, both the MD5 hash file and the dynamically created file checksum share the same value. Therefore, integrity during the download process has been verified. Having downloaded and verified the integrity of the image files, I will now upgrade to 5.6.02 from the HView GUI. Logging in as admin. Going to Settings, Config and Licensing tab. You can see that we are running on the initial file type binary. Active is yes. From the command line, if you run enable config t show images, you will see that originally this box was at 5.4.01.03, and that image resides on partition 1. It was upgraded sometime in the past to 5.5 GA, which resides on partition 2. Last boot partition was partition 2. Next boot partition is partition 2. There are no image installs currently in progress, and there are no image files which are available to be installed. If we go to reboot and upgrade images in the GUI, we are now at the same area of GigaView OS as we were here at the command line. So our first action will be to go to New. We're going to install from a local file, choose File, 5602 image, and tick to install U-boot in case there's a U-boot update. Click OK. As you see, the image begins uploading to the HC1 device. I will pause at this time as this takes some time to upload and upgrade. As you can see here, upload complete, and it is installing. If we go back to our console session and now do a show images command again, you will see that images that are available to be installed reflects HC1 5602.image was in fact uploaded. Down below, you see an install is in progress with today's date and timestamp. You may stay here and continue to do a show images, or you can reside in the GUI. You will receive a message up here in the notification area once the install is complete. I will pause recording again until such a time. Now that HC1_5602.image has been used to upgrade, we see that the image installed successfully and requires a system reboot to take effect. Reboot now. From the command line, if we do show images command again, notice 5602 is sitting on partition 1, and the next boot partition has changed from 2 to 1. I could type reload at the command line, or from within the GUI, go to the reboot tab. Hit reboot, say OK. And the HC1 shall reboot. Going to our console session, you can see we were kicked out because the system shutdown has been initiated. That's why I was logged off. Pause. System reboot initiated successfully. Okay. I will pause recording until that comes back up. Now that the HC1 has come back up, I will log into the command line. Notice the software version, GigaView OS, is now 5602. Show images reveals that we in fact are on partition 1 holding 5602 image. That's how easy it is to upgrade through HView. Notice on the login screen 5602, the upgrade has been reflected there as well. Logging into the HC1. If we go to settings, reboot and upgrade, images, notice HC15602.image is down here. The partition information is above 5602 on partition 1. I will now demonstrate how to upgrade using secure FTP to a file share on the HC1. Having upgraded the HC1 to 5.6.02, we will now upgrade to 5.7. We'll do this through secure FTP. Let's go ahead and log in. And you notice we're at var_home/root. We need to change this directory to var/opt/tms/images. Okay, there we see HC1_5602 image. Now I need to find where the latest images, downloads. There it is, 570516. Hit upload, transfer settings, transfer as binary. Okay. Shouldn't take too long to upload. But I'll pause anyway. Now the image has been successfully uploaded to the HC1. There it is right there, highlighted. Once again, this is using secure FTP with WinSCP. If you hit the refresh, you now see the image we just uploaded. Going to the command line, show images. There is the image we'd like to install right there. So you do image, install, 570516.img. I like to do it this way because you get to see all 4 steps. This is the verify image step. And we'll check back in a little bit after all the 4 steps have completed. Now we're around 94%. We'll go to step 2. And as you can see, step 2, uncompressed image, is a lot faster than the first step. It'll click through this pretty readily. And I think 3 and 4 are just as fast, if not faster. I wanted you to see that. And that completes step 4. 4 out of 4 are 100%. So when I do show images again, notice that 5705.16 is on partition 2. But the next boot partition has not changed to 2. We must change that manually. With the image boot next command. Showing images again. Next boot partition reflects rebooting the partition 2 on the next reload. Reload, confirm reload, and I'm logged off. I will pause as this reloads. Now that we're back up, let's log in with admin. GigaView 5705.16. Enable, config T, show images. .5602 is still there. 5705.16 is still there. These are the images that are available to be installed. Notice that the last boot partition was number 2, which is 5705.16. The next boot partition is still 2. There's currently no image install currently in progress. So we've successfully upgraded to 5705.16. Now that those images are no longer needed, we can put a question mark there, and it shows us the image files we can delete. Just add that there. Up arrow, delete back. Delete that image. Do show images. And the images are no longer displayed. If we go to the GUI, refresh, 5705.16 is displayed there. And we log in. Settings, reboot and upgrade. Images. Partition 2 is at 5705.16, and there are no objects down below. This is where those images were listed before. And this concludes how to upgrade an HC1 via Secure FTP using WinSCP. You have just learned how to upgrade the GigaView OS in an HC appliance. First, we learned how to find the location of images used for upgrading an HC product out on the Gigamon community. Second, we ensured the integrity of the images downloaded via fciv.exe and the associated img.md5 text file. We then uploaded the correct image for upgrade via the HView GUI. The second upgrade process, we uploaded the correct image for upgrade to var opt TMS images using Secure FTP via WinSCP.exe. We then upgraded an HC product via the HView GUI, and we upgraded an HC product via the command line. These are the two ways we upgraded our HC1 today. Thank you for your time and attention. Any questions, I may be reached at the email address in the slide.